first... Oh, hold up. My headset kind of loud.
Hi, my virus.
Wow, long time no see. How you doing, brother? XD. JK. Anyways. Hello. Happy Thursday. I just meant to throw my band-aid in the ground, on the trash, but... Oh, wait, no, in the trash, but it fell on the ground. I said in the ground on the trash. This is fine. Man, I'm a little tired today, and my throat kind of hurting. So, anyways.
Hi. Happy Thursday.
Life Pyrus. Life Pyrus. Pie virus. Anyways, sorry, I was trying to think of more, but I couldn't off the top of my head. So, anyways, yes, hello, welcome back. It is finally Shibuya Scramble. It's been a couple of weeks. Yeah, it has been a bit of a hectic week,
And I'd like to apologize for
many extreme cancellations, and schedules are just kind of wonky. And even today, I almost canceled stream because I'm a little tired and my throat kind of hurts, and I don't know if I can do extended reading. But I was like, no, we have to stream. It's been too long, especially since Shibuya Scramble. So today is probably just going to be a slightly shorter stream. I should add that to the title. Maybe something like an hour. Hour and a half, but I just didn't want to not stream. That felt bad. So anyways, we do be back with Shibuya Scramble. Live nice try Riz, I'm having a stroke. So as it turns out, Tama is Maria, which, you know, I fucking knew it. Okay, wait, let me close Steam in the background. There we go. Sorry again today, if I'm, like, kind of quiet, and I might be clearing my throat a lot, because, again, my throat kind of hurts today. But... Shibuya Scramble, I'd rather watch League. Weird. Yo, Life Virus, you better catch some Life Virus hands. Shibuya Scramble is like his favorite game, by the way. XD. But anyways, Elle, how's it going? So clearly we have been someone is blocking Maria's story. So let's perhaps go to Achi's story. What happened? Did you take a hit? I thought you were a recovering League addict. XD. You must be Hitomi. The girl called Kanan spoke fairly fluent Japanese. Hitomi nodded in response. Yes, that's me. And you're Kanan, right? How did you know my name? Did Maria tell you? Yes, she told me about this amazing girl from overseas she made friends with. Then smile crossed Kanan's lips at the word amazing. Then her look grew sad. Poor Maria. It's my fault that she was abducted. Wang. Achi and Hitomi gasped in unison. That's why I have to rescue her, Kanan added. Hold on a second, Hitomi said. What did you mean it's your fault? Kanan replied by jerking her chin in the direction of the main road. Better head that way, she said softly. Someone's coming. League sucks dick too. Elle, you suck dick. JK, I'd like to apologize for mean words. Tomi didn't back down. Please tell me. Why was my sister kidnapped? Several sets of footsteps echoed down the alley. They could see figures approaching now. By the looks of them, accomplices of the man Kanan had taken down earlier. You two get out of here, she warned. I'll handle this. She stepped out in front of Achi Hitomi, moving with such confidence that I didn't doubt she could handle the threat. You know, she's a ninja, she's a badass, dude. Come to the Gigo building at 3 o'clock, she added quietly. Never taking her eyes off the advancing syndicate members. Sorry, it's me putting on a band-aid. I had to peel mine off just now when I went to do the dishes. Tummy squeaked. Your name is literally L. No, I don't, Sag. It's the Genshin Copium I should be playing with Yelan right now. XD. Hey, Primos! 400 per week, baby!
Also, hi, Kevin. How's it going? How you doing? Welcome to Shibuya Scramble.
Uh-huh, he told me squeaked. I'll explain everything then. The criminals broke into a run. Come on, Hitomi, let's go! Achi hissed. He took her by the hand and bolted from the alleyway. More time to say Primos for Yelan. Exactly. You hit 10k subs today? Holy shit! Congrats, dude! That's very fucking PogChamp. Sorry, I needed to speak like a normal human, but that's really cool. Congrats! How you feeling, champ? Oh, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, got important text messages to respond to real quick. The two didn't slow their pace until they'd put plenty of distance between themselves and the alleyway. Kanan said this was her fault. What could she have meant by that? She's the perp. She's the one who did the actual kidnapping. But she didn't know what the purpose was. She didn't know she was hurting a friend. I don't know. The hard run hadn't made Hitomi forget the other girl's startling suggestion. Well, she said she'll meet up with us again later, Achi said. We can ask her more about it then. In the meantime, an ache in his belly had made Achi realize he'd been running all day and hadn't eaten since the morning. Oh, damn it. I thought it looked... I was like, why would they highlight that? It might be a jump point. Oh my gosh, wait, no, but if they're hungry, they can go to the same mall that Maria's at and go to the food court. Just like she was trying to go. I don't know. Maybe it's not the best time. Would you maybe want to get some food? I'll be okay. Hitomi's face was racked with emotion. It's only natural, Achi thought. Not only was she afraid for her sister's life, but there were all these people out to kill her too. And with this Kanan girl suddenly showing up, the situation was more confusing than ever. 100k next, let's fucking go. You can do it, I believe. It'll snowball, right? Because you'll probably start getting some subs at like I feel like there'd be an exponential increase at some point. Or like I feel like there would be a period of time where it's like an exponential snowball, you know what I'm saying? You told me I had to celebrate when I hit 10k, so I gotta figure out something to do. Yeah! Oh, I have no idea for what you should do though, let me think. Fuck, I'm not very good at celebrating special occasions though. Surprised you didn't get into storytelling when League was mentioned. You know, I'm trying to curb it because I'm simply too addicted to League. However, I'm mad because I'm so close to M7 on Soraka. He only need 1 more million. Not gonna lie, I might play one more after stream. XD. If you rearrange letters in Kanan and add other letters and take out some, it spells kidnapper, sea life virus, you know what I'm talking about. Still, they might as well address the few problems they could control. There is a fast food joint nearby. Hey, L, what are you laughing at? How I don't have M7 yet. You might not be hungry, but you should still make sure you stay hydrated. Hydrate. Hitomi shook her head, but her wan face practically radiated exhaustion. Come on, we should rest up a little. But no buts, come on. There's no rush. If we're going to meet up with Kanan later, it's probably best if we just don't wander. It's probably best if we don't wander aimlessly until then. Never know who we might run into. That's a good point. That's a good point. I like Achi. Achi uses his head, honestly. I guess you're right. Sweden. They went to Sweden. Welcome, the girl said at the register with a bright smile. May I take your order? Just don't die, easy token. Just stand like 15 meters away from the rest of your team at all times. Ready to flee. Press R equals job done. Hey, I mean, to be fair, I'm actually about to... I'm on my way to get M7 on Soraka faster than any other champion I've played. I think I got M7 on Nami around 40k points. I fucking went off on Nami, too. Soraka, right now, I only need one token left, and I'm at, like, 32k points, so... Or 31-ish? It's just a matter of, you know, if they're smart, they're gonna try and jump on me, because... Stupid goat. Sorry, I spaced out. May I take your order? I'll have a spaghetti with meat sauce. Spaghetti! How about you, Hitomi? I'll just have an iced tea. Hey, now, you should probably eat at least a little something. Okay, then I'll have a strawberry parfait. Haha. Japanese people love parfaits. She sounded a little embarrassed to be ordering a dessert. So yeah, Sachi, one spaghetti and meat sauce and a strawberry parfait, please. Coming right up. The cashier promptly assembled their meal and set it out on tray. We've got a special contest going on right now. Please check if you're interested. Please check it out if you're interested. The girl handed Achi a flyer. It read, Iron Stomach Eating Contest. 1,000 scoops of ice cream and win 10 million yen. What the heck? Dude, I'd do that. Except I would die from lactose. What the heck? Achi stared at the flyer as he took a seat at an open table. 1,000 scoops? That's impossible. Anyway, let's hurry up and eat. As Achi stuffed his face with spaghetti, he thought back to their encounter with Kanan. The girl had helped them out, sure, but could they really trust her completely? It might be dangerous to meet up with her again. Still, Hitomi needed to know more about what happened to Maria, and Kanan obviously knew something about that. It looked like they need to take that risk. My sister really is amazing. Huh? Hitomi's quiet words drew Achi from his ruminations. Ha 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 ha, look at his spaghetti mouth. He paused with a forkful of spaghetti halfway to his mouth. My sister met Kanan while she was on a trip to the Middle East with my father. Hitomi nibbled at her parfait looking lonesome. Cool, but how does that in particular make your sister amazing? It's typical of her, is all. She's so dynamic and gung-ho about things. Hitomi explained, her gaze turned inward. It was just my father and sister who took that trip to the Middle East. I didn't go with them. I guess my mental image of that part of the world is mostly that it's really dangerous. To me, going there seemed like a huge risk, but Maria didn't see it that way. Huh, your sister sounds like a bit of a loose cannon. You have no idea, is that what she's gonna say. But if you can't bring yourself to take risks to do things, you can, Hitomi continued, you can't meet new people and have new experiences. That's true. That's the part I always get hung up on, the risk. I'd never be able to make a friend like Kanan. Achi's mind wandered as he listened to Hitomi talk. A, she and her sister might be twins, but each of them was still unique. B, what kind of person was Hitomi's sister? C, he wanted to sit there and listen to her voice. Be the nice guy, you know. You guys are different people, and you shouldn't try and be her, you know what I'm saying? She and her sister might be twins, but each of them was still unique. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there, he said. He held up a hand to cut her off. Huh? Hitomi's eyes went wide. Why are you comparing yourself to your sister? Yeah. Did you ever watch Yakuza cutscenes? No, I didn't. Wait, oh, did you? Is that? I actually vaguely now remember. Someone, was it? You might have linked me to them, and I just hadn't actually watched them because we were on the stream or something, and I might have opened it in a tab and then completely forgot. Why are you comparing yourself to your sister? I mean, I don't know what it's like to be a twin, but you can't just. But can't you just be yourself? Professor Palmer said the same thing. I don't ever recall linking you any. Okay. I tend to, yeah, because like when people link me stuff, I have a habit of, I open it on stream, like in a tab on the side, but then I don't actually want to watch it on stream just because, you know, copyright, or if it's too long, and then I totally forget to watch, and I have a bad habit of forgetting to like bookmark the pages. Achi didn't recognize the name. Oh, sorry. Leland Palmer, he's my university English professor. He's given me advice on a whole bunch of things. Sounds rather intimate, bruh. It's a professor, bro. Don't... She's so jealous. He's so the jealous type. It's almost like funny. All sorts of worrying imagery. Worrying images shot through Achi's mind. So, how old is this teacher of yours? Huh? Around 40 or so, I guess. Achi's so dumb. Great, Achi thought to himself. Another middle-aged guy. Achi's so stupid. Gotta do what you gotta do to get that grade. Oh hey, ain't that Hitomi Osawa? Oh, you're right, it totally is. College-age couple sitting behind them were talking in hushed, excited voices. Man, she really is a cutie, the young man observed. He made no attempt to hide the fact that he was looking Hitomi over. Hey, hold on, Masa, said the girl. What gives? Here's your student at Midoriyama Academy who works part-time as a delivery driver for Dogen Hut. Oh, a noodle shop on Dogenzaka. The one we were at earlier, I think, right? He's taken the day off work today in order to attempt a dry run of the Iron Stomach eating competition, hoping to strike it rich while his girlfriend looks on. But now that he's eaten 2 parfaits, his stomach isn't feeling well, and he's just gotten back from his 5th trip to the toilet. Oh my god, he's lactose intolerant. Me, egg beef. Well, I mean, she is Miss Midoriyama, right? Miss Midoriyama? Achi turned to the couple. Hey, did you say she's Miss Midoriyama? Achi said nothing, but kept his ears tuned to the couple's conversation. Achi did his best to ignore the couple. Whatever they were talking about couldn't be that important. We're gonna eavesdrop, you know. Don't actually turn around. Oh my god, wait, he has like all the pasta sauce on his lips, I just noticed. You sure that's her? Yeah, it totally is. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Isn't that Maria Osawa? Oh, huh, maybe. Either way, she's super cute. Hey now, Masa, what gives? Same thing as before. Achi turned back to Hitomi. Is that true? He asked, peering intently at her face. Well, yeah. She nodded with an awkward smile. I mean, you really are cute and all. Miss Midoriyama, well, I'll be. He nodded to himself as he took it all in. Who says, well, I'll be? It was Professor Palmer who convinced me to enter that beauty contest, actually. Bruh. The Miss Midoriyama contest at Midoriyama Academy is considered one of the top student beauty pageants in Japan. Pin-up shots of both Hitomi and Maria have already graced the pages of several magazines. That's moderately cursed. Talent agencies have made attempts to scout them, but both girls declined, claiming that they entered the contest just for the memories and they have no interest in show business. Achi was right all along. Yes, but I hate it. Say something nice about yourself. Ah, jeez. Should I say something nice that happened today, or should I actually say something nice about myself? Whichever one's easier. I had sushi for dinner. That was nice. I had a long day, though, otherwise. Is it a spicy conspiracy if it's true? Well, no, if it's true, it's not a conspiracy. Huh? Achi's smile twisted up a little. Also, did we learn before that... Did we learn before this that Maria was Miss Midoriyama, or like have a suspicion? I don't actually remember. Achi's smile twisted up a little. He said if I really wanted to change myself, I should try entering. Achi maintained his outward composure, but his heart was racing. Tanaka and Palmer, which of them held Hitomi's true affections? Neither. Oh my god, they're both fucking like twice her age. She's probably just friends. And one's a professor. Oh, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the Bezos books. You gotta share it, remember though. Exy. Or was she possibly leading on two middle-aged men at the same time? Now that's cursed. Come on, you gotta think better of her, dude. The more he thought about it, the worse his delusions became. I am curious if Achi and Hitomi end up together at the end. I actually have no idea. I have no suspicion. Like, I don't know. It could go either way, honestly. From what I can deduce. What actually happened, though, is my sister and I both won the prize. Hitomi's words snapped him out of the funk. She sounded disappointed. Huh? They gave out a double prize? Turns out my sister had entered the competition, too. She smiled a self-deprecating smile. Guess twins really do think alike. I mean, maybe the professor just told it to both of them, because the professor literally knows both of them. That's double... What? Nah, they just picked me as an afterthought to my sister because twins sharing the prize made for a good headline. Aww, Hitomi. Hitomi's like bitter about her sister. Hitomi's the bad guy. She's the one who wanted her sister out of the picture. That's definitely not it, but... What if? If that actually pans out, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? I'm gonna say I told you also, but I'm also gonna be like, what the fuck? Seems kind of one-sided. She looked away, sadly. That music also was a bop. It's very date music-y. Did they say they picked you as an afterthought? No, they didn't have to. It was obvious that my sister really won. You can't know that. Maybe she was the afterthought. Exactly. Yo, Achi knows exactly what to say. Come on, you need to believe in yourself. Hitomi just hung her head. But I'm I'm such a terrible person. No, bruh. You arrange the letters and he told me it spells I'm the bad one. Yeah, you know, there's an I and uh, an M, an O. Suddenly her eyes welled up with tears. I hate myself so much. I can never forgive myself for what I did. Achi watched her with trepidation. She looked like she might start bawling at any moment. What's the matter? The night my sister was kidnapped, I was supposed to go to a college party with her. And all of a sudden she told me not to go. I kept asking her why not, but she just kept insisting I couldn't. Tommy's face was bleak with regret. We both got mad and I wound up blowing up at her. Oh, okay. So just fight, like argument type. Okay, I get it. I don't need to go to the party, fine. I'd just be your little tag along anyway. It's just like in that beauty contest. You just couldn't let me enter that by myself, could you? You always have to be the center of attention. Uh-oh. Meow meow, double meow. Prepare for trouble, make it double.
Hi, Gutson. How's it going? How you doing today on this Thursday?
You back for some Shibuya Scramble? Maria scowled. Fine. The party starts at 7 o'clock. Try not to forget, okay? I was kicking myself as soon as I told her off. My sister isn't the sort of person to have to tell me what to do or not. She must have a reason for not wanting me to go. So she knew she was gonna get kidnapped. I'm looking for an old anime video that was viral on YouTube, but it's literally impossible. What was the contents of the video like? I was planning on apologizing to her after the party, but then she was abducted, right? Achi polished off the last of his spaghetti. He set down his fork and wiped his mouth. He told me, I get why you're trying so hard to save your sister, he said. And maybe I'm not as tough as that Kanan girl, but I'll stick with you to the end, if you'll let me. Aw, he tried his best to convey an optimism that he didn't really feel. And once we found her safe and sound, you can, and she's safe and sound, you can tell her you're sorry about what you said. At long last, he cracked a smile. A short while later, the two arrived outside the Gigo building. They were a little early for their 3 o'clock meetup with Kanan. They had decided that searching at random for the blue minivan was too risky. It could easily draw attention of the man with the cane or foreign kidnappers. Getting information from Kanan seemed like the best next move. Oh hey, Achi said as they waited. You've got a little rip in your top. Kumi glanced at her shoulder and saw the tear in the fabric. Oh, you're right. When did that happen, I wonder? A couple guys and a girl in a room. They're negotiating from this girl's being an annoyance. The guy gives her a kitten to distract her. That is very, very specific, and I have no idea what you're talking about, so I cannot help. Sorry, bud. What the heck is that on my leg? Okay, interesting. Must have snagged on something while we were running, I guess. Do you want to buy some new clothes? We've got some time before Kanan gets here. Do you want to buy some new clothes? Huh? Are you sure that's a good idea? We'll stick out if you just stand around here waiting. You might as well head inside until it's time. Again, the nice thing I like about Achi is that he honestly, even though like he's supposed to be the dopey like bumpkin, he uses his head. I think more than the others, because it's a good point. Standing outside, like literally just idling, would be eye-catching, and they'll be like, "Yo, what are they doing?" Since many celebrities did their shoppings at Giko, there were back entrances for times when the place was crowded. Everyone who frequented the old shopping district knew about them, including Achi and Hitomi. Oh, I messed it out. With this in mind, the two headed inside. This is also where Maria is, no? The same complex, like the Gigo building. Shibuya Gigo was an entertainment complex featuring a video arcade and fashion shops. The ground floor and 2 basement levels of the building were designed to be an amusement area. Amusement area outfitted with skee-ball, clock cranes, fighting games, and the like. The second floor held a mix of photo booths and ladies' wear shops. On the third floor, there was a specialty. There were specialty fashion boutiques, and on the fourth floor, there were restaurants. Achi and Hitomi took the escalator to the second floor. Hitomi started heading off for the shops, but Achi stopped her. Hey, wait up. What's the matter? A dude's hanging around a women's clothing store is gonna stand out. I'll wait for you here. There seemed to be nobody but female customers around. If a man with a cane or kidnapper appeared, Achi figured he would spot them right away. It should be safe for Hitomi to shop on her own for a short while. Seems kind of sus to let her go, but... Alright, Hitomi said, I'll try to make this quick. She began to head onto the sales floor. Bruh! Whoa! Oh, he's gonna think it's Maria, isn't it? A seedy-looking man poked out from beneath the door of the photo booth right at Hitomi's feet. That was a close one, wasn't it, Tama? He said to her. I thought I was dead meat for sure. Oh, but Tama doesn't remember that she has a sister. Oh no. So therefore, Yanagishita doesn't know either that Maria or Tama is a twin, right? His tone was oddly cheerful considering what he was saying. Who's this guy? Achi asked. You know him? No, I don't. The sketchy fellow gave her an intriguing look. Come on, Tama, don't be like that. Tommy took an anxious step back. I love this guy. This guy is something different. I feel like if I actually met someone like this in real life, I would have called the police so fast on them. But for a fiction character, he's great. Hey man, knock it off. Achi dragged the guy to his feet. Okay, no need to get all testy. Who is this guy, come on? He's your boyfriend? Boyfriend. That might be one way to get rid of him. That's right. So how about you get lost? The bashful grin spread across. A bashful grin spread across Achi's face. I guess. Achi didn't want to give the wrong impression. It's nothing like that. We'll be honest, you know. No, it's nothing like that, he said. Achi was gonna be a friend about it, but she beat him to the punch. Oh, and he's gonna be like, man, she said that real fast, huh? Yep. Somehow that kind of stung a little. So what, you're not her boyfriend? The guy flashed a broad grin. Hey, listen, you creep, who the hell are you? Oh, me? The man's face suddenly became blanched. Suddenly blanched. Or bleached? Blanched. Oh, crap, Tama, hold on to this for a bit, will you? Why can't you just be like, my name is not Tama? The man's face suddenly... Oh, the weirdo shoved a worn-out magazine into Hitomi's hands, then bolted off in a panic. heck was that all about? Oh, they're back there. Yeah, I wonder why he ran off like that. Achi really stared at one another. Well, anyway, Achi said, there are a lot of nut jobs out there, so just be careful, yeah? Okay, if anything happens, I'll give you a shout. Hitomi flashed him an impish smile and scampered off onto the sales floor. As he watched her go, Achi muttered to himself, oh, is he gonna run into Maria? Damn it, why does she have to be so cute? "5 minutes or more passed as Achi waited for Hitomi. Look at how grumpy he looks. He stood there by the escalator almost as if he were keeping guard. Female shoppers began to give him icy stares for being somewhere he probably shouldn't. This sucks. Come on, Hitomi, hurry up and get back here. The longer he waited, the more uncomfortable he felt. How long was she going to take? Then he happened to turn around and see Hitomi riding the escalator up. That's Tama, the sweater's yellow. It looks like she'd indeed bought some new clothes. Hey, Hitomi! She didn't seem to hear him. He decided to shout a bit louder. Wait, in the Maria story, was there someone who shouted at us our name and we didn't turn around? I think I remember playing this. I don't remember. It's coming together. Go after her. He decided to go after her. Had she forgotten where he was waiting for her? She stayed on the escalator, heading up towards the top floor. Achi followed, but by the time he reached the top, she was out of sight. Oh, damn it! Thought the stories were about to converge for like a second. This was the restaurant floor, so it was more open than the other levels. He hurriedly began to look around. As he wandered, he bumped into a man talking on his cell phone. Sorry. My bad. Achi held up a hand in apology, but the man was too engrossed in his conversation to notice. Who is this guy? No, you're not getting it. The lock was undone too. The man startled by Achi suddenly shouting. Oh, the man startled Achi by suddenly shouting into his phone. Having a stroke, can't read. You need to consider the risk of it getting out. Whatever that guy was talking about, he sure was angry with whoever was on the other end. Look, I'll just figure out what to do on the minivan. You handle things on your end. Minivan. Blue minivan. Blue minivan. Minivan. Achi's interest was piqued, but he needed to fight Hitomi before he let anything distract him. He scoured the fourth floor. He came across a Chinese buffet and noticed the large windows in its outer walls. You could see a lot of Shibuya through those windows. Maybe Hitomi decided to look for the minivan from up here? One of the restaurant employees came rushing up as Achi headed inside. Sir, I'm sorry, she said. You'll have to forgive this inconvenience. We're not open the public right now. Why does she look like she's crying? The employee's voice was oddly subdued for some reason. Masai Take, a part-time staffer at Imabiki Chinese restaurant. Her boss chewed her out pretty bad for showing up at work with her nails manicured black. She was ordered to go to the restroom and scrub them clean, but no amount of nail polish remover was able to do the trick, so she's been dealing with her boss's wrath all day. Aww. Why not? Achi asked. Well, you see, one of our other customers ate all our food. XD. Looking around, Achi saw a chubby young woman camped out at a table by one of the windows. Set out before her was a veritable mountain of plates. What's her name again? Chiaki. I love Chiaki. She's so funny. What I'm trying to say is that we're closed for the rest of the day. Oh, but I'm with her, actually. Achi lied. Without waiting for a reply, he barged into the restaurant. He took a quick look around, but there was no signs of Hitomi. Before leaving, though, he figured he'd at least look out through the windows. This is what happens when you get non-waterproof mascara. Yeah, but it's her nails. He had a decent view of the roads, but he didn't spot a blue minivan. Achi dropped his gaze onto the stairwell outside the building. Thuggy-looking guys. Oh, he let out a tiny gasp. Even from 4 stories up, there was no mistaking what he saw. A group of black-clad foreign men had gathered outside the building. Had they figured out that he and Hitomi were inside? He needed to find her, and fast. He raced out of the restaurant, alert for trouble. Prepare for trouble. Keep out. Alright? Seems like we made all the good choices so far in Achi's story. We haven't gotten a bad ending yet. Okay. Let's see. Let's follow Kano's story. Kanan? Kano muttered. What's Kanan? The stench of blood hung heavy in the basement bar. Stanley was silent, staring at the criminal's corpse. Hey, do you know anything about this? Kano asked. Still, Stanley gave no response. The silent treatment again, huh? Kano huffed. The American glanced at him gravely. In all likelihood, the one who did this was acting alone. Alone? Against many other people? Who on earth? There's no need for you to know. Stanley kind of a dickhead. But Kano also kind of a dickhead, honestly. I liked Kano at first, but I don't like Kano very much anymore. I mean, I don't dislike him, but again, like, I think I might have said this before, but he's just very vanilla cop who doesn't think. There's no need for you to know. Cut the crap, Kano snapped. He grabbed Stanley by the collar. If there's someone involved in this case who's capable of something like this, I need to know about it. How am I supposed to keep doing my job if you keep me in the dark? He's like, yeah, no, you don't got a job anymore, buddy. Sorry, bud. Stanley remained stone-faced. Look, I'm not afraid of the risk, Kano said, and I'll be a lot more effective if you at least fill me in on the basics here. The more you know, the sooner you'll wind up dead. Kano tightened his grip. But it's okay if I wind up dead while I'm still in the dark, huh? Fine, Stanley said. I'll answer your first question. He brushed Kano's arm aside. What's poppin'? Hey, Aslan. Not much poppin' with me. How about you? We're just here playing some Shibuya Scramble. I think, have you tuned in the past for any of these streams? It's just a little mystery, like, Japanese text adventure. Kanan is the name of a covert operative from the Middle East. I believe she's the one who killed these people here. Middle East, a covert operative? Kano hadn't expected the spycraft to be involved with this. Inspected spycraft, not the spycraft. I was gonna say, like, the spycraft to be this deep. Middle Beast? Yeah, she's kind of a beast. She's an assassin or cryptanalysis specialist. Do you recall from the mass jailbreak from Abu Ghraib? Is that how you pronounce it? Prison a while back? Prison in Iraq? West of Baghdad. Under the Hussein government, there was an international facility for political prisoners, but following the Iraq War, it was used by the U.S. Army to house prisoners of war. In April of 2004, wow, I literally can't speak, 2004. In April 2004, Photographs of detainees being tortured by U.S. soldiers were released, causing a massive scandal. President Bush later made the decision to have the facility demolished. Who the fuck recalls this? This guy, apparently. Kanan was one of the escapees who provided, Kanan was the one who provided the intel the escapees used to get out. Kanan was at a loss for words. The case was suddenly starting to seem a whole lot more sinister. Whoever this Kanan was, she apparently killed nearly a dozen people with only a knife. She was clearly no one to trifle with. Just what kind of individual were they dealing with here? He could scarcely imagine. Once again, Kanan surveyed the crime scene. Each of the murdered criminals had his throat slit. From the look of the deep, clean cuts, the killer hadn't hesitated in the slightest. Okay. So then what connection does this Kanan have with the mastermind behind this kidnapping? If Kanan had killed all these foreign syndicate members in this bar, did that mean she and the person behind the kidnapping were enemies? Or perhaps she and the kidnapper were working in a concert, and she'd carry out these slayings as part of some plan to get rid of some loose ends? I believe I said I'd answer one question. No, he said he answered his first question. Which is, I guess, there's logic there. There's logic there to get behind Jack the dickhead, alright? Turning away, Stanley picked up a file from a nearby table. Apparently he wasn't in the sharing mood. Realizing that further questions would be pointless, Kano peered sidelong at the file as Stanley opened it. Inside was a detailed map of Shibuya. There were various routes marked with arrows and times. That's the plan for the ransom relay. Kano was so excited he blurted his thoughts out loud. Jack seemed like, no shit, Sherlock. XD. It appeared the ultimate goal for the ransom was a condominium. The address and the time 1420 were written in Reading. Kano put an immediate call to the investigation task force to relay this information. The final destination is Ground Hill 405 in Hito 534 Shibuya. Alright, because I told them we'll look into who owns this condo in question. You and Stanley head over there now. I'm sending back up with you. You have authorization to apprehend the suspect. Finally hearing the order he'd so long been waiting for, Kano felt a spark of determination flare inside him. Alright, let's go, he said, and some of his excitement slipping into his voice. Stanley still saw him, close the file, and followed him out of the bar. Stanley drove along Inokashira-dori towards Hiro, where the finish line for the ransom relay was located. His demeanor was cold and brooding. In sharp contrast with Kano's gung-ho readiness, he seemed lost in some deep and cheerless thought. I wonder if by the end, Kano's just gonna have, is he just gonna be a totally changed detective? He is very eager beaver and too fast to judge and too fast to act right now. I kind of wonder if by the end, Kano will be a little more, chilled out and seasoned. Kuze's voice came in over the wireless as the car came out on Meiji Dori. We've identified the owner of the condominium. It's... Kano held his breath in anticipation. The name Kuze spoke caught him by surprise entirely. Is it Osawa? Oh my god, wait, that scared me a little bit. It was a bit of a minor jump scare. Fuck. My bet is that it's Osawa, though. Speaking of Osawa, let's go play his story. I do not want others intruding into my domain. That's a weird thing to say. Accordingly, I do not intrude on others. That is how I've lived my life. That is how I've forged my sense of calm. But something has begun to drive me mad. The boundaries between myself and others have started to collapse. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like this sound. I will become something other than myself, and that is one thing I fear I could never bear. Oh no, you don't. Kajiura tackled Tanaka as he strode towards the door. The two men collapsed in a heap in the front entryway. Hey, Tanaka barked. What are you doing? Hold still. Kajiwara ran his bug tracker over Tanaka's body. Maybe Tanaka doesn't know he has a bug tracker on him? It began beeping loudly. Aha! Kajiwara pulled off Tanaka's necktie clip. It's a listening device. Tanaka's face went pale. Where did you get this? Kajiwara demanded. Well... Tanaka trailed off into silence. I gave it to him. It was I who had appeared on the second floor landing. You were listening in? Also asked brokenly. Ma'am, Kajiwara said, would you mind explaining this? For once he seemed deadly serious. I was barely able to hear a thing. That's what I get for going with something so cheap. I held out a dangling earpiece. When and where did you get that? Earlier today, I left to do some shopping. Why did you plant this listening device on Mr. Tanaka? Kajiwara asked. That's what I want to know, Tanaka chimed in. Even he didn't know. Like I said, it was planted on him. Why would you do this, Mrs. Osawa? His hand was trembling. You were outside emailing someone earlier, weren't you, Mr. Tanaka? I saw you from the window. Emailing? Kajiwara looked into Tanaka's face. I nodded. I bit, stroke. And I asked, he came back into the house shortly afterward, and I asked him where he'd been. And what do you think he said? She was practically gloating, playing to her audience. He said he'd gone to check on something at the lab, despite the fact that he was out there in the yard, fiddling with his phone the whole time. So I figured if I bugged him, he might show his true colors, and... enough! Osawa cut his wife off. Tanaka had been emailing Hitomi, of course, but he couldn't reveal that now. I think I get what happened here, Kajiwara interposed. He folded his arms. Your wife thought that Mr. Tanaka was in contact with the kidnappers. So she planted a listening device on him. The detective peered at Tanaka. Who were you emailing, sir? That's right, I chirped. Show us your phone, Mr. Tanaka. Let me see what you're really up to. Or is there some reason you don't want to show us? Osawa started to panic. If the police checked that cell phone, they'd find the emails from Hitomi. If the kidnappers found out about all that, Maria's life would be in danger. But Maria is free right now, but he doesn't know that. Hee player knowledge. But I was still I stopped this. Darling. She turned to him in surprise. Tanaka was sending emails on my behalf, Osawa said. I asked him to do it. And just who was he emailing? It was... He needed to think of a lie. Fast. It was me. It was someone from work. It was pretty honey. It was someone from work. It was someone from work. But sir... Kajiwara was quick to butt in. Don't you have a computer in your study? Couldn't you have sent the emails yourself? The detective had chosen now, of all times, to actually be perceptive. I do, but my computer was having problems sending the email. Not sure what the issue was. Look, the point is there's no reason to worry about Tanaka's emails. There just isn't. I'm telling you. It was a pretty lame excuse, but he had to keep just pressing it. Anyway, I think I can say we're done. We can say we're done here. Katsu sandwich sounds pretty good right about now. What kind of katsu, L? Chicken or pork? I know what you're talking about. No, you were trying to murder my dear, sweet Peggy. I thought katsu was always pork. I mean, you can have chicken katsu, no? I mean, I guess more commonly it's pork, but... Anyway, I think we can say we're done here, Osawa said. He opened the front door. Now, if you don't mind, I've asked Tanaka to run some errands for me. Tanaka gave him a quick bow and headed out the door. Hey, wait. I started to go after him. Just calm down, Osawa barred the way. There's no way he's connected with kidnappers. Can't you see that? It was just the last recipe I had to unlock for Genshin last night, and it looked so good. I also could use... I love katsu. Katsu sandal is so good. It's good in curry, it's good in everything. I kind of want an egg sandwich too. I saw about this like cool looking like soft egg boiler, like specially for boiling eggs on Amazon, and someone made some really nice fluffy sandwiches with it. I mean, I guess they didn't make the sandwiches with it, but you know, they cooked the egg and it's nice and simple. And it looked very tasty and I wanted it. That's the whole story. Isn't it a good one? Can't you see that? His voice cracked. He shuddered at the sudden rush of emotion. There, sir, Kajiwara said consolingly. She's just deeply worried about your daughter. I turned around and marched back upstairs. Why is I this concerned about the girls? Because she's not actually their mom. Right? I don't know. I think I'm just thinking, like, I know, right? Like, there's always an evil stepmom, but this game is pretty good about like defying certain tropes. So maybe she's expected to be evil stepmom, but she's not actually. Who knows? But still, if she's that worried, giving a tie clip as a gift seems a bit... Kajiwara's muttering trailed off. What do you mean? Osawa asked. Nothing. Not important. The detective waved his hand dismissively, but there had been a definite note of suspicion in his voice. Well, back to work. Kajiwara headed back into the living room. Osawa returned to his study and sat in front of his computer. Maybe she's just a tiger mom. Maybe. I believe it. I feel like Ai's gonna be one of those characters who then gets made out to, like, right, who ends up being, like, more of a nice person than they're made out to be. Right? Because, like, she kind of seemed like a big bitch. but I feel like she got a big heart. Osawa returned to his study and sat in front of his computer. He had no desire to be in the presence of the detectives who now crowded his living room. The Ayakamiki fan forum for people 40 and over was still open on his monitor. He reloaded the page and saw that his earlier search had gotten a reply. It was from Pretty Honey, a regular contributor to Osawa's threads. A username is someone who posts regularly on the Ayakamiki fan forum. Seems to know a lot about agriculture and the police, as evidenced by statements such as, if the world were a farm with 100 people, as well as the tendency to post on another site, called the 87th Precinct Telecommunity. Incidentally, Shinya Kano's girlfriend also posts on the 87th Precinct Telecommunity from time to time. She has had several massive arguments with Pretty Honey there, I almost said homie. With the latter criticizing the police for not doing their job, Odumi insists that police work is very difficult and deserves more credit. Let's make the jump. Ooh, okay, so that should unblock. That will probably unblock us. Because his voice came over the wireless, it's Mamoru Tanaka. He's a colleague of Kenji Osawa. What? Kano squawked. This was an unexpected twist. Kajiwara confirms that Tanaka left the Osawa residence just after 1400 hours. No word on his movements since. It's possible that he headed to his private condo where the attaché case is slated to end up. Any officer who runs across Tanaka is to apprehend on sight. Oh, that's what Kuze's saying. Kuze cut the connection. This mastermind you've been chasing, Kano asks. Is it Tanaka? It's not Tanaka. Stanley didn't reply. Fine, never mind. I just wish I could know if Tateno is safe. Still worried about that traitor, huh? So Stanley could ignore all of his questions, but still remembered to make snide remarks. Yeah, Stanley kind of a dickhead. Talking about Tateno is the only thing that gets a reaction out of you, isn't it? Kano said. What makes you so certain he can't be a traitor? Tateno just isn't like that. That's not an answer, Stanley scoffed. Alright, I've watched the man work for years. I know him. He has no reason to betray the Force. You've watched him work, huh? What about his private life then? You know all about that too? He hasn't had any money trouble or anything like that. Kano felt his blood rise. I don't care what you think, he said. I trust Detective Tateno. Trust him? On what basis? I don't need any basis to have faith in someone, Kano snapped. That's a good point. I like that quote, you know? It's nice that Kano has faith, but maybe too much faith. But I still don't entirely believe that Tateno's just, like, straight up a bad guy. Like, I think he's acting badly for a reason. Like, blackmail of some sort, or I don't know, bought out, or who knows, but like he clearly went rogue. He wasn't evil the whole time, I think. Without any basis in facts, it's just a plain sentimentality, Stanley said. There's no reason or logic to it. A thin smile came to his face, but if they friends or family, be they friends or family, you can never really know other people. This is true, right? Guys, what if I turn out to be a serial killer? The only person you can really trust is yourself. Kano had no response for such an emotionless statement. He looked away. Ouch. He and Stanley were just plain incompatible. It seemed like no amount of talking would let them get through to one another. Never take anything at face value, Kano. You start trusting too much, you're basically as good as dead. Well, aren't you, a ray of sunshine? Kano just stared out the window. The Shibuya precinct came into view. Tanaka's condo wasn't much further now. They were outside of Tanaka's condo now. Over there, Stanley said, keeping his voice down. Across the street was one of the foreign syndicate members walking briskly, the attaché case clutched at his side. I'm making the arrest. See, Kano sometimes just charges in too fast without really thinking. And it's cute and admirable, but very dangerous. Kano, wait, Stanley exclaimed. Kano heard him loud and clear, but he had no intention of stopping. Then he approached the criminal with a full stroke. Two men fell to the pavement and interrupted. The collision sent the attaché case flying. Kano's eyes tracked the case for a moment too long. He was caught off guard when the man threw a punch at him. Wha-bam! The blow... his head back. I thought I said snapping his neck. The blow caught him right in the jaw, snapping his head back. Oh my god. I accidentally, Stanley! Kano shouted. A, grab him. B, get the case. Grab the perp. Although, get the case. If you get the case, they have something the syndicate wants. They don't care about the dude, right? Get the case. I'm gonna assume a crime organization doesn't care about one dude. Stanley headed for the attaché case while Kano went after the suspect. Oh, Kano's chasing the suspect. Okay. Suddenly the fleeing man skidded to a stop. Several cars had pulled around the road ahead of them, and visitors were pouring out of them. His escape route cut off. The criminal resigned himself to capture him. But catching them isn't good, right? Because then, I think there's a lot of ways to get the ending where Kano just ends up in the police station forever and doesn't solve the case. While Kano helped them make the arrest, several other detectives broke into Tanaka's condo. Stanley, meanwhile, was carefully inspecting the interior of the attaché case. He'd already opened it. It was stuffed with bundles of banknotes. The 50 million yen ransom was back in police hands. Bob, dude looks homeless. He does. He's very, gruff looking. This is a decoy, the American muttered under his breath. I wonder where... His world trailed off, but Kano had heard them. What did you expect? The detective demanded. Samples of that new drug in there? As usual, Stanley gave no reply. Look on his face, however, told Kano he'd been right on the mark. Suddenly the backup team emerged from Tanaka's condo. Kano turned to them, feeling a sudden surge of anxiety for Maria. What's the situation in there? He asked. They told him that they found no one in Tanaka's rooms, and the hostage's status remained unknown, and the main culprit had evaded capture. Madge. Didn't get anything. So the case hadn't been solved. In fact, it was still unfolding in the worst way conceivable. And still Stanley remained focused on the attaché case, pondering it with a thoughtful expression. Look, Kano told him, I'm going to request that I be returned to my normal duties. Maria still needs to be rescued, and I still need to find out what happened to Hitomi and Detective Tatino. For once, Stanley actually responded. Hitomi, yes, that's it. That's it. Makes perfect sense if they'd have her carry it. What do you mean? This whole attaché case relay was a fake-out. Whoa, well, slow down, Kano said, wishing he could calm himself down with his own words. Retirement, baby! Hey, that's not the retirement money. What if he just, like, took the money, exit, and Stanley's a bad guy, this was all part of his plan to extort the Japanese police. I don't know. Somehow the kidnappers made contact with Kenji Osawa and got him to have Hitomi carry the drug, separate from the ransom. Wait, what? You're saying they had Hitomi bring them the drug? Stanley nodded. The case handoffs were a sort of camouflage, a way for them to keep the police distracted from their real goal. Kano nodded. It had indeed felt like the case relay was a decoy, an attempt to buy time. If you rearrange the letters in Stanley, you get Yelnats. No, you don't even have to rearrange it. It's just well, I guess it is rearranging. It's just Stanley backwards. Well, this is a good book. It's a fun movie, too. Shia LaBeouf. If this syndicate were after something else entirely, then that would explain why so many of their actions have appeared to make no sense. So, Kano asked, what sort of drug is this? Why would they go to such lengths to get their hands on it? It's an antiviral, Stanley replied after some hesitation. A way to cure people infected with a very particular virus. Life virus. What virus are we talking about? Life virus. It's called UA. Kano had never heard of it. Still, he could imagine the possibilities. Suppose this UA was something like the Ebola virus. Or perhaps HIV. Even the all too familiar influenza, there was medicines that could treat all those diseases, but nothing could cure them completely. Any drug that could do that would be worth vast sums of money. Kano, do you have any means of getting in touch with Mr. Osawa? Yes, I know one of the detectives stationed at his home. Check in with him ASAP. Find out whether or not he gave the antiviral to Hitomi. They need her blood, because he injected her with it. Kano suppressed his scowl. It looked like he wasn't done assisting Stanley yet. He got his cell phone and dialed up Kajiwara. Kajiwara picked up promptly. Could I speak with Mr. Osawa? I suppose that'd be alright. I suppose. What for, though? There's something I need to confirm. I need him to confirm for me. It's an emergency. Alright. Just make sure not to tell him anything about the investigation. Sure thing. After a while, a man's hoarse voice came over the line. Osawa speaking. After a while, Osawa, can I help you? Stroke, we're reading the same thing twice. Also, man, my room is just messy right now. Just turn around and look at it. I'm like, holy shit. I have to clean up a little tomorrow. Went shopping on Monday and, like, the bag is still just chilling on the ground doing nothing. It's just vibing. XD. This is Detective Kano from the Shibuya precinct. Oh, I tapped out by accident. Time is critical, so I need to just cut to the chase here. Kana took a deep breath. Did you give the antiviral drug to Hitomi? No, they injected it into her blood so she would be safe. Osawa let out a gasp. Out. Okay, we'll play, one more section, I think. We'll play the split at Maria's story. Oh, the debt collectors. Okay, we changed it because we changed the Maria story because Achi's story. Oh, this is not good. Oh. I think we've already actually played this, by the way. Okay, the third floor is packed with young girls. Spot a shirt that catches my eye and head to the fitting room to try it on. Then I realize there's something in my pocket. Something must have been carrying around for a while. It's a photo of a white man, Stanley. Who's this guy? I can't quite tell if I recognize him or not. This man. Huh? Dangerous. I hear someone's voice inside my head. Stay away from him. Is he possibly the one who kidnapped us? And that's why he's looking for us now? Because he wants to get us back because someone had let us go? Es possible? Oops, sorry. Just knocked into a pencil. Flashes of memory flicker in my mind. I see a girl standing before me. And is it Kanan telling us that Stanley is dangerous? I can't quite recall her face, but I get the impression she's someone very important. She speaks to me. What the heck? It's all blurry. Then that's all. Then I snap back to my senses. It feels like I was right on the cusp of remembering something critical. At any rate, it seems like there's some connection between me and the man in the photo. Try as I might, though, I can't recall anything more than that. I try on the shirt I picked out. Yeah, that looks good. I decide to buy it and have the store toss out my torn sweater for me. As I'm about to go down the escalator, a young man. There's Atsi, but we're not going to take a joke. Strides up to me as if I'm an old friend. There you are. I thought you were going to meet on the second floor. What's this guy talking about? I've never seen him before. Gee, come on, you have to recognize, you have to understand that this is Maria. Well, anyway, come on, we have to go hide. Hide? Why do we need to do that? Hide? Why? Because those guys might have found us. They're outside. He grabs my hand and I yank it away. Hey, come on, what gives? some new pickup truck or something? Whatever it is, it's way too aggressive. Get the heck out of there. Hey, hey! The guy keeps shouting, but I ignore him and try to slip away from the crowd. When I look back, though, I see he's still following me. What do I do? For now, maybe I should head to another floor. Maybe I should hide someplace where there are fewer people. Oh, we can't go with them? Head to another floor. Now maybe I should head to another floor. I hurry toward the bank of elevators. Ding! Yanagista is so funny. Checkered shirt gang! It's the way she dresses so like early thousands Japan. So it's fashionable. Funny how indicative of the times it is. I love this dude's theme, by the way. It's so happy and whimsical. If it isn't Tama, what a coincidence. It's Yanagista again. I'm gonna walk up by like I don't notice him, but it's already too late. Huh? Where'd your boyfriend go? Boyfriend? I have no clue what he's talking about. Anyway, perfect timing. Can you give me back that magazine? Nothing you're saying is making any sense. I look at him, I peer at him in confusion once again. Yanagi still looks like he might start to cry. Don't tease me like this. I did give it to you, right? No, you didn't give me anything. I get it. You wanted that 100,000 yen all to yourself, so now you're playing dumb, is that it? No, I honestly have no idea what this is all about. By now he's all worked up and getting red in the face. Look, you might have amnesia, but that excuse ain't gonna fly with me. The amnesia has nothing to do with it. He doesn't seem to want to believe no matter what I say. Come on, hurry up and just give it back. Otherwise he's gonna start bawling here real loud. He's going to cry? Seriously? This guy's a real piece of work. Well, what's it gonna be? Gonna make a grown man cry? Yes. It would certainly be pretty embarrassing if he starts sobbing now. I can't exactly give him back a magazine I never had. The elevator doors open. Well, if it isn't our little entrepreneur, we've been looking for you. The two thugs from before... It's the two thugs from before, and there's no avoiding them this time. Asaozu... Okay. Yipes! The men drag Mr. Yanagishita into the elevator. Save me, Tama! He grabs hold of my hand. Hey, let go of me! Great, now I'm in the elevator too, and... Now then, Mr. Yanagishita, says the bald-headed man, there's nowhere else to run. His tone is polite, but also pretty foreboding. Whoa, 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 wait, just hold on, I can get you the money, I'm about to get loads of it. Enough of your poppycock, snarls the younger guy. I really mean it this time, please, you have to believe me, I can pay you 100,000 right now. 100,000? You're really carrying around that much? Asked the bald man. No, not me, the girl! The men turned to Ivy in unison. Uh-oh. She's holding on to something that's worth 100,000 yen. What? The sudden turn in conversation has me flustered. Come up, please, Yanagishita says. Just hand it over. I already told you I don't know what you're talking about. The elevator stops at the first floor and the doors open. Oh! Standing on the other side of the doors is the guy I ran into earlier, Hana's father. The bald-headed man snarls. Toyama! Just get the next one. Eat. Hana's father bolts like a startled hare. Oh, actually, Life Virus, I have a good pun for you. What do you call a hare that's running backwards? I also just realized I told the joke wrong. Fuck! You didn't hear that part, okay? What do you call a bunny that's running backwards? hope my virus is AFK. I didn't hear the first part. Oh, the part that I messed up. Receiving here like fuck. Have you heard this one before? I was playing League and Sona Altat was like, hey guys, what do you call a bunny running backwards? The receiving hairline. Oh fuck, I told it wrong. This is very mean. This is just so mean to tell a joke wrong, not like this. I'm AFK. The bald man's cronies stare after him. Now's my chance. Yanagi still. He darts out the elevator and makes a run for it. Hey, after him! Shouts the bald man. After who? Him or him? Just start with Toyama! The two thugs race after Hana's father. They left me all by myself. I'm worried enough to think about going after them, but before too long I've lost sight of them all. For a long time I just stand there dumbfounded like a hurricane victim lingering in the aftermath. Ugh. What a day this has been. When I finally get my wits about me and realize I'm pretty hungry. That's right, I didn't get to eat lunch. I head to the 4th floor where the restaurants are. Since I really don't want to run into Yanagishita and those other guys again, I decide to take the escalator. As I'm riding it up, I hear a commotion coming from below. It's a man's voice shouting angrily. Out of my way, come on! I pay the outburst no heed and let the escalator take me up. When I arrive at the 4th floor restaurant section, the sign for a Chinese buffet catches my eye. Imabiki Chinese restaurant. The name means something along the lines of fire morning. Fire up morning. I guess fire is important for cooking. That's kind of an unsettling thing to call an eatery. It is, indeed. Oh well, I guess the name doesn't really matter. I'm in the mood to straight up devour some Chinese food. When I go to enter though, I'm stopped by one of the employees. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I'm afraid we're not accepting any more customers. I mean, we're not really open, not just now. She sounds a little bewildered by her own words. Why not? Well, you see, one of our other customers ate all of our food. Someone ate an entire restaurant of food? Is that even possible? What I'm trying to say, miss, is that we're, closed for the day. Go figure. Looks like Mr. Yanagishita's bad luck has rubbed off on me. I guess I'll have to look for another restaurant to... Hold up, who's that kid? Lying idly across the seat in the waiting area at the front of the restaurant is a young girl. Is this the girl that dismal fellow has been searching for? She looks so sad, it makes my heart ache. I can't just leave her alone. Excuse me, is your name Hana? She looks wary at the question. Your father's been looking for you, I say. Hana ignores me and just stares up at the ceiling. Hey, how about we try to find your dad together? Dad, come back. Come back. I coax the girl into getting up, then call out to the restaurant staff. Oh my god, it's terrifying. Excuse me, where should I ask someone about... where should I go to ask them to put an announcement on the PA system? Don't know, maybe a first floor? The security office? That's so terrifying the way she's holding onto the door. Right, down we go. I take Hana with me and we get on one of the elevators together. Do you know my father? Hana's tone is pretty brusque. Well, I don't really know him exactly. Then are you a debt collector? I laugh and shake my head. XD. Would a debt collector be wearing an outfit like this? Hana let out a deep sigh. So you're just kind of butting in then? Well, yeah, I guess so. I can't help but grin sheepishly. I feel like something's about sad little Hana stirring from my lost memories. Oh. Cute fit, checkered shirt, gang, flannel, ekty. If I just come out and told her that, though, she'd probably think I was a total weirdo. So I decided to say something else. I guess I just get bored being by myself. Being all by myself. I guess I'm the sort of person who can't ignore someone in trouble. Boredom. I guess I just get bored being all by myself. I like being alone. Hana looks away from me. Your father must be missing you right now. He doesn't care what happens to me. Her words trigger a sudden tightness in my chest. What is this feeling? Oh, we're almost done with the Maria chapter. When I get to the security office, I hear voices coming from inside. I wonder what they're talking about. I peek in through the crack in the door and see a man with a cane speaking with the security guard. How many exits are there that lead outside? There's a main entrance on the first floor along with 2 side entrances. Also, there's one on the first floor basement level and another in the second basement. The security guard spoke with polite precision. I see, says the man with the cane. I need you to shutter all the exits except for the main entrance right away. Understood, sir. Police officer. Attention all shoppers, the announcement comes over in the loudspeaker. Due to maintenance, all first floor entrances other than the main entrance have been closed. We apologize for the inconvenience. I'm not sure what just happened, but it sounds like the main entrance is now the only way out. Come on, I say, let's have him make an announcement for us. But when I turn around, Hana is gone. She must have run off while I was distracted. Well, looky here, if it ain't that little cutie again. The 2 thugs that were after Yanagishita come strolling towards me. Wow, you're a speedy one, huh? Says the bellman. Weren't you downstairs just now? And did you change your clothes, too? Looks me over, seeming impressed. Hey, hold on, let me see your face. The young man grabs me with a wrist. You know Yanagishita, yeah? Go on and give him a quick little call for us. He gives me a sharp yank. Let go of me. Can it, girlie? Just give the man a call and we're all good. I have nothing to do with that guy. Nothing. Do it now. These guys aren't even listening to me. Now, I'm pretty pissed off. Punch him. Sock him. I said I have nothing to do with that guy. I whip my manhandled arm in a wide arc and send the younger man flying into a stack of boxes. Guess he must not have been expecting that. He hits hard, the impact knocks out cold. Whoa, who the heck are you? The bald man asks. Shut up, I tell him. You're next. Yeah, get him, Maria. Give him a piece of your mind. I flash a winning grin. He gathers up his fallen friend and drags him away as fast as he can go. Okay, that was pretty strange. It was just like when I was fighting Miku. My body seems to know how to pull off all these moves instinctively. So Maria's a fighter. Am I a martial artist, maybe? Anyway, I've got to find Hana. Easier said than done. I wander around the building, but I don't see any sign of the girl. Maybe she went back home? Eventually I slumped down on a bench in the corner. I wish I could go home too, I muttered to myself. Oh shit. Something cold presses against my neck. Dude, we cannot catch a break out here. What? Is that what I think it is? Make a scene and I will slit your throat. It is a knife. Two foreign men grab me by the arms from either side. In that moment, fragmentary memories flooded through my mind. I'm on a street. It looks like someplace in the Middle East. The fuck? I'm being dragged along by several men. I'm too scared to speak. There are people on the street market vendors, but none of them seem willing to get involved. The men drag me into some back alley. Help me. Please, somebody help me. She's pointing, that's a sign of aggression in Japan. And the dark silhouette drops down in front of me. Kanan, the figure, brandishes a knife threateningly at the men. And kills them all, is Kanan. The blade moves with dazzling speed. My captors are all down in mere moments. Who is this? Who came to save me? I try my utmost to drag my memories to the surface. It's a girl. That's right, I'm certain of that much. I don't remember her face, but it's a girl younger than me. Walk faster. The angry hiss in my ear snaps me out of my flashback. Was that memory just now? I'm more concerned about the girl who saved me than I am about the men who captured me now. The two thugs marched me along, still holding me by the arms. Can't believe she was in a place like that. Yeah, talk about giving us the runaround. Can't figure out what they're talking about. Place like the what? Giving them the runaround? They think it's Hitomi. Do you know me? The two men look at each other, and she's gonna go around thinking her name is Hitomi. Wait, are you the other one? One of them peers closely at my face. What are you talking about? What do you mean a place like... I stop as a sudden idea comes to me. Hold on, are you talking about that storehouse? The men look around utterly confused. What are you talking about? One of them asks. I explain I've lost my memory. This seems to make them pretty anxious. We gotta report this. One of the men takes out his cell phone and makes a call. Kick them both in the nuts, geez, nuts. He informs whoever's on the other end that I've lost my memory. I have no idea what's going on. Based on what I can follow from the conversation, though, it seems that these were the people who had put me in that storehouse. But why had they done that? One of these guys asked if this was the other one. What could that possibly mean? Could it be? Did they abduct me because they mistook me for someone else? If so, who? The more I try to think, the more muddy this all gets. Calm down, just calm down. Let's think of what we know. What do I know for sure is that I woke up inside that storehouse, and evidently I took a blow to my head and that's the cause of my amnesia. Hold on, that's strange. If these were kidnapped before, why wasn't the storehouse, well, locked? Seems pretty sloppy if they wanted to keep them confined. What could this all possibly mean? It's no use. I haven't the foggiest. None of this makes any sense at all. Let's let go of her. Is it Achi? I craned my neck to see who spoke. It's the man with the cane who was at the security office. Who the hell are you? One of my captors barks. I said let her go. Did you not hear? The man with the cane pulls a gun from his suit pocket. Get lost. This isn't worth dying over. The two men take a few steps back and then bolt out of the alleyway. Who are you? My voice trembles slightly. Guess he's not here. The man takes a quick look around. He, do you mean Mr. Yanagishita? All that matters is that he's not here. Gun in hand, the man slowly approaches. Hitomi Ozawa? I know you've done nothing wrong. What? I feel a jolt of surprise at the name. Hitomi Osawa? Is that my name? His face a mask of stone, and the man points the gun right at my head. Please, no hard feelings. To be continued. This isn't a bad ending. This doesn't feel like a bad ending. Yeah. Whew. Holy shit. Kinda spooky, but a good place to end stream, I think it. But man, that is spooky. So I think we're going on from here. There is a jump from here to Achi. So yeah, that would probably break Achi's keep out, but we're not gonna play it. If you're trying to shoot me in the face, I got hard feelings. Sorry, not sorry. And then you kick him in the nuts. I mean, he's crippled. He's at the cane. Just kick the cane. Oh, I didn't just say that. That was horrible. Oh, well, no wonder. This whole time I felt something under my butt, and it felt like I was sitting on a cord. I've been sitting on my earphones, like the earbuds. Excellent. But anyways, wow, what a episode, or what a stream, huh? Anyways, my voice is pretty tired. It's also late. It's 10:30. I don't want to be making too much noise. So, whew. Anyways, thank you all for the yawn.
Thank you all for coming by.
Again, sorry for kind of whack-ass schedules this week. It's gonna be whack-ass schedules for a while. But anyways, next stream, as always though, is gonna be on Saturday. We're gonna be fighting Zaldin. We have to. We might actually be doing some grinding for a while too, but yeah. Anyways, have a good rest of your days. Thanks again for tuning in for Shibuya Scramble, and I shall see you all on Saturday.
Bye bye.